I'm here at Boston's Sky High Vantage Point, the top of the hub, where it's hosting the Dreams of Freedom, Boston's Immigration Experience exhibition. The exhibit shows the progressive evolution of Boston immigrants back to the colonial period, and with the wider images of their stories. Local officials came to celebrate the grand reopening of this immigration event.
This city thrives because of the foreign born. Dreams of Freedom. It's our exhibit to tell the story of Boston about Bostonians.
Wesley Edgemont, exhibit curator and director of the Boston College School of Social Work Immigration Integration Lab, led a team presenting the multimedia exhibit featuring stories of coming to America. The video, Boston Story, was the highlight of the exhibit.
Boston is a city bursting with brains, energy, and opportunity. People come from all over the world.
The event at the top of the hub was attended by local officials. State Senator Linda DeCinefori was one of the interviewees for Boston Story and spoke about a second-generation Asian immigrant.
40 years later that my parents could come here, that I am now the state senator of the 1st Suffolk District. So it is an incredible place, and I think it's important to continue to tell the stories because we want people to remember. Remember, as we're moving forward, it's really important to remember the past and to know how far we've come.
This exhibit, though, is not just a tourist site. This exhibit is our story here in Massachusetts. We are a destination of choice and a Commonwealth committed to equal opportunity and shared promise.
The production team chose the highest point in Boston to host the exhibition and considered Skywalk's observatory's importance, not only for attracting tourists, but also for symbolizing the city's growth, the legacy of the immigrants.
What makes Boston Boston is that this is the city that has the highest per capita diversity of any city in the United States. A place where their dream of freedom is fulfilled. And that's what I think binds us all together. We are here because we have a common bond. We are bound together in confidence, in hope, in a belief that the best thing we can do for each other is to welcome each other, to live together well, to give each other the freedom of spirit, of thought, of mind, of opportunity, so that we prosper together.
Dr. Edgemont made remarks on immigrants' communities in the country, along with his experience working in the integration lab.
Working as a professor at Boston College and teaching immigrant and refugee studies, I take students to the Arizona border to understand how difficult it is for folks who are without papers to come to this country, but more importantly, I focus on the story of immigrant integration. And I think part of it is this sense of what it means to bring all people together, give the best and the brightest the opportunity to rise as far as they can rise, and to give all people a chance to work hard and to build a safe, secure, happy life.
A visitor from New York shared his reaction to the interactive exhibit pieces and the immigrant community in the U.S. Of a Mexican descent himself, he pointed out the significance of having this event when immigration is so politically charged.
It's very heartwarming. It's very heartwarming to see the exhibition honor immigrant communities, but I still feel that there still needs to be a lot done to address the needs and the concerns of the immigrant community.
DeCinefori talked about state and national reforms regarding immigration.
In terms of immigration issues, there are issues we're dealing here in the state, whether there's legislation being filed around access to in-state tuition, whether it's licenses, so there's different issues. Obviously on the national stage is also a debate that's going to be taking place on immigration reform. So we hope that the federal government will take on the issue instead of allowing all these individual 50 states to do it on their own. But it's a work in progress, and we have great leadership, we have a great communities here, people who are involved, and so hopefully we'll be able to move some of these issues down the line.
The exhibition is still ongoing at the Skywalk Observatory of Prudential Tower. For more information, please visit this website. For Journalism 15A, I'm Koala Shea.